Hey guys, we are Team 1D and today we will be presenting Article 14 written by Schweidel and Mo, titled Listening in on Social Media, a joint model of sentiment and venue format choice. So the agenda consists of, first we'll be going over the context of the article, followed up by the question it is actually answering, going through with the methodology, results, conclusions, and implications for social media marketing. The context of the article. In this research, the authors create a model including first, the sentiment expressed in social media posts, and secondly, the venue format to which it was posted as two interrelated processes. This means that the authors take into account differences in sentiment levels across venue formats according to where it is posted. If we look at the exercise of last week's seminar, we see a clear importance of the where in venue-wise and a clear what relating to the sentiment level of the post. This is done in an effort to provide a measure of underlying brand sentiment. The model is tested by using social media data from firms in two distinct industries. The social media data used for this sentiment analysis is categorized into blogs, microblogs, and forums. Where microblogs are social media venues as Twitter, with a limited number of characters per tweet, regular blogs, containing more characters resulting in longer reviews, and therefore generally more nuanced. Lastly, forums that include more user-generated content. The model generates a general brand impression, referred to as the GBI. The model includes all stated venues and generates a sentiment analysis and compares it to the stock price development and a survey based on brand sentiment. So, what question is it actually answering? The article analyzes the sentiment expressed in social media content and the venue format to which the content is posted, and shows that the comments distributed to different social media venue formats vary in terms of sentiment expressed. The overall test of the model is whether the conducted GBI is correlating with survey on brand sentiment results and stock prices of the firms in the two selected industries. Several articles have conducted their own type of sentiment analysis predicting financial results of firms. However, the social media metric based by the model provided by the article has so far outperformed all the other ones. And that's why it's a very good article, apparently.
Next, let's look at the methodology used for this study. The authors used social media data from firms in two distinct industries, the enterprise software and the telecommunications. For these two brands, the data consists of a random sample of social media comments posted across a variety of online venues. And this information was collected through an online social media listening platform which monitors text-based content, for example, product reviews or blogs or general comments. The data was collected for the duration of 15 months between June 2009 and August 2010 and included a total of 7,565 comments. Then the researchers developed a model which included the brand sentiment, which could be positive, neutral, or negative, the focal product, and the attribute of each comment or the topic, which could be customer service, for example, of the brand, or the product characteristics, or the prices based on the quality, and other opinions. Now, in general, the results show that the inferences that marketing researchers obtain from monitoring social media are dependent on where or on the venue of listening, and that the common approaches, which either focus on a single social media venue or ignore the differences across venues, can lead to misleading brand sentiment metrics. And then these metrics are simply showing the wrong information. Furthermore, the results show significant variation in the average sentiment across specific venue formats, which also highlights the importance of separating the effects of venue format from any measure of brand sentiment. Now, more precisely, during the observation, it is discovered that most positive results or most positive comments are in blogs. Most neutral comments are found in microblogs, while the forums are the place with most negative comments and in general sentiment. Additionally, based on the focal product and the different attributes, the study shows that the topics which are more likely to be posted to blogs and microblogs are less likely to be posted to forums. So there's also a difference there. Now, in addition, the findings claim that the distribution of comments also differs per venue based on the changes in GBI, and this is seen in figure 10. So the positive shift in GBI increased the attractiveness of forums and microblogs, as you can see on the graph that the proportion increases, while the proportion of blogs actually drastically decreases the higher the GBI. And then further, the study suggests that different venue formats exhibit unique dynamics over different periods of times, and confirm that the sentiment can also differ per moment in time. So it's also important to pay attention of when exactly you're listening or you're observing the social media. And this is illustrated in figure 8, when you can notice a big dip in the sentiment in month 11. And this is actually across all venues. So something specific happened in this moment in time, which brought bad reputation to the company. And then therefore it really affected the sentiment.
Now for the conclusion of this paper, the authors find several interesting points. First of all, sentiment differs systematically per venue. So have blogs, for example, a relatively high proportion of positive comments, while forums have a higher proportion of negative comments. In addition, microblogs, like Twitter, for example, encourages consumers to post more extreme opinions because of the word limit. The authors state that all venues should be included in social media analysis. Otherwise, sentiment will be systematically estimated too high or low. This paper also looked in the differences between the distribution of comments over time. They found a difference in comments per venue over time. Because of social theory and the differences between venues, like interaction between consumers, which is possible at forums, for example, differences in sentiment can be found. They also state how change in sentiment can lead to a shift in venue. So if we're feeling more positive about a brand, we can shift venue from forums to Twitter, for example. Also, when GBI goes up, sentiment goes up, but the height differs per venue. And last of all, product and attribute effects. Some products have naturally a more positive sentiment, like concert tickets, the weather, or music, for example. So what are the social media marketing implications? The what is related to where, but also to when. Social media comments can serve as a leading indicator of shifts in brand sentiment. It can prove brand managers with early warnings of changes in consumers' brand perceptions. The venue where the comment is posted must be taken into account. This requires a model that looks at the sentiment, is it positive or negative, and the venue format choice. Why this venue? And last of all, also when. is important. Thank you for listening to our PowerPoint about Article 14 of Swinder and Moe. We are Team Sunshine, and I hope you enjoyed.